And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 70, Indy!
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
180!
And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180! Ready?
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Giants' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. I got 83, I got 83. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57, defense.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Goff. This will be caught by Brown. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
14.
On 1st and 10, Goff. James has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To the air again. Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Goff. And that's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Goff throwing again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Second down and goal. Jones. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Pumphrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Gone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
76.
Goff. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Super 66. Hey, 7.
Now Goff on third and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down in front.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Jones. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
We're good.
On second down, Muhammad. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They go again with Muhammad. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. The end result, 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A gain of 15.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, echo. Now.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Again, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Check 99. Check 99. No. Off.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Slam, slam.